So, Litch, how excited were you to get out there first time as a starter? I mean, what was going through your mind? You've been here a long time in a different role, but to come out as a Friday night starter.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole different feel. I caught myself sitting in the locker room with, nothing to do. Normally I'm sitting in the dugout watching the game unfold, and then it's, hey, you're in the game now, and I just go do it. But before the game, I'm sitting there counting down the minutes before I start my warm up, and it's like 2 hours till I throw, an hour 30 till I throw, and it's definitely something that I wasn't planning for, but it was nice when the game finally got started, and after throwing that first pitch, it was like it's baseball. So.
Nerves tonight?
Definitely a little nervous just because it's a different role, the whole routine before the game. Obviously I've been doing that stuff in practice, but it's different when you got the parachuters coming in, singing the national anthem, and it just adds a whole different element to the schedule of it all. But definitely a little bit nervous for my first D1 start, but yeah.
You decided to mix things up and go from the bullpen to starter. Who made that decision first? Did Love approach you? Did you approach him? Or how did that discussion go on with Adi?
It's just something that happened over the course of practice. I've always kind of done more extended stuff in practice. And then it turned into like, oh man, like he can help us starting. They like to talk about how many outs we get from you per weekend and where do those best utilized. And this year they finally decided that we're going to get as many outs as we can from you to start the game instead of those high leverage innings at the end.
What did you like most about what you did tonight?
Filled up the zone with strikes, stayed true to my own plan, didn't let the environment affect, who I am as a pitcher, which is, get ahead early and often and stay in attack mode.
Loveladies talked about your transition to being a starter. Can you kind of give us some insight on that? Because this is your longest appearance, 6 innings to date in your collegiate career, and of course your most strikeouts as well. So can you just talk about what it was like making that transition, especially since this is your first time in a game environment doing this long of an appearance?
Yeah, I mean the transition starts in the fall when they start to extend you in your outings, and they prep you for now, and you build up towards that, and you kind of go off in a different schedule than the normal bullpen arm. So starting to recondition the arm to more of that marathon rather than a sprint, that starts back in August, September.
What did you think of the defense behind you tonight?
I mean, couldn't ask for any better defense, especially out of Michael Brooks. Michael Brooks absolutely killed it out there tonight. Cole Russo for a freshman catcher, I couldn't have asked for much more than him. So yeah, definitely when I'm on the mound, not a big strikeout person. Obviously I had a lot more strikeouts tonight than I normally do, but you're going to get a lot of ground balls, and the infield was ready for it tonight.
Talk a little bit more about Russo's performance and your communication with him.
I mean, he just did everything that you could ask for him. He made all the strikes look like strikes, and he even stole some balls and pulled it back in for strikes. I throw a lot of stuff that moves down to the zone. It's kind of tough for younger catchers to beat the ball to the spot, what we say around here, and he did an excellent job.
What did you think about playing in this atmosphere? I think everyone's ready for baseball. It was a great crowd, people having fun. What did you think about pitching in this atmosphere?
I mean, this is the best opening day atmosphere for sure that we've had since I've been here. With the exception of like the Florida, Miami, those big market in-state games. Everywhere you look, there was fans. Left field, center field, felt like there was plenty of fans. This is the best environment that I played in for sure.
What did you think of Terry Mohajer's opening pitch?
I was trying to get locked in there for the beginning of the game. I think that I wasn't really paying attention for that, but I think they got Mackenzie Milton coming out tomorrow, so I'll be looking for that one.
What can a start like this do for your confidence early in the season moving forward?
I mean, it's nice to get a good one under your belt. Now you get to, even though it was a good start, you get to look at what you did bad and what you did good, and then continue to build off of what you did good and make those corrections. So it's a good starting point for the rest of the season.
Was it cool to look in the other dugout and see Joe Sheridan? I'm sure you guys are still pals. He's the pitching coach. He's a coach.
What it is, it's weird because we're the same age, and now he's it's not like he's a volunteer. He's an assistant coach on the team, and seeing him over there just in the coach phase, coach gear, it's funny. It's weird, but yeah.
What was it like to see the fake mustaches that the marketing did? Standing out?
I think it was in the middle of the second inning. I saw like a group of 3 people wearing them, and I was like, yeah. I was like, that's good marketing right there. Yeah.
That was coming, or were you surprised by that?
They told me, but
okay.
It was one thing for them to say like, hey, we're giving out some mustaches, and then you see all the little kids, and even signing the autographs after the game, they're all asking me to sign Coach Mustache or Mr. Mustache or anything like that. I think it's hilarious, but yeah.
Do you think that's a gimmick that you may like to see continue going forward? It seems like it really cements your brand, doesn't it?
I mean, I love it. I mean, if they want to use it, well, if it gets more fans in the seats, that's all good with me.
Now you got to see some people do some real mustaches.
real thing. I mean, I'll take them all as long as you guys are sitting in the stands. So.
The bats were definitely. I'm so sorry. The bats were definitely swinging tonight. So did that make you feel a little bit more at ease, considering it was your first start?
I mean, double-digit runs is nice. When I came out, I think it was 5-0. But what was really nice to see was the freshman bats were the ones that got the 2 scoring innings started. The first 2 scoring innings, that is. But Cole Russo started off, and then Lex, doing the thing. It's nice when the freshmen are the ones that get the ball rolling. It's gonna be really good.
Last one.
So obviously, you're used to being a reliever, so you're on call. So being on call over the course of multiple days, but now you're going to get the chance to rest for a little bit. So what do you think? What are you going to plan to do with the spare time now?
Be a good teammate. That's the first thing I said when I pitched. I went upstairs, took care of my body a little bit, and I came back down here. Like, I'm done for the weekend. So it was. It's exciting to look forward to just chilling out and watching some baseball for the next couple days.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Litch.
Thank you, guys.
Good job, man.